What I'm about to say, I've contemplated for days. I've contemplated for days about, do I post this? Do I say this? I ain't gonna lie, bro. If the Sixers trade Tyrese Maxey for Dylan Harper to go from 3 to 2, I don't know if I'm totally against it. It's not a hard no. I got to reevaluate some things. I think the one thing that Maxey has is he has the heart of Sixers fans. He's the one guy outside Joel Embiid that has essentially worked out and has tremendous potential and upside. And for the value that we got for him, and he dropped to us, and for him to be what he is today, it is amazing. And so it is hard to say, hey, I would trade Tyrese Maxey, one of the only proven guys on this Sixers team, one of the only bright spots of this organization, for Dylan Harper, who we haven't seen him on an NBA court. I understand that. It's just like, I'm looking at Dylan Harper, I'm saying he could be James Harden, bro. He could be James Harden. So I think about it. Because part of it is like, hey, Jared McCain has the potential to be Tyrese Maxey-esque in his own way. He's not going to be able to do twing like that. But I think already he's better off the ball than Maxey. I feel like the month that he showed, he's already better off the ball. Catch and shoot guy. I like that a lot. And with Dylan Harper, who's ball dominant, that could really work. But I keep looking back at it. I'm saying to myself, it's so hard to trade a guy who's super young that has produced time after time after time, whether it's in the playoffs, 45 points at MSG. Hell, when it was COVID-19 and we had like 3 players out there, and Maxey with nobody else dropped 40 against the Nuggets. We lost, but it showed us, hey, Maxey is really, really hooping. Hell, even on a leadership tip, Maxey is a guy that went to Joel Embiid and said, you need to show up for meetings. So he already has that leadership quality about him that you cannot understate. So I'll say this. If the Spurs are like, we'll give you the 2nd overall pick and we'll trade out number 3 if you give us a first and or Jared McCain, I'm making that deal. That's a no-brainer. That is a no-brainer. Now, Maxey for Harper, again, I would think about it, but it's just like Maxey means so much to the city. But if you're talking about Jared McCain and a first for Dylan Harper, now we talking. Because Dylan Harper, he can facilitate, and man, oh man, can that boy get himself a bucket, bro. Get himself a bucket. He's going to be a star, and that's the number one guy I want on my Sixers draft board to go out here and trade for him, trade up and do that stuff. That would be amazing. The Spurs, they don't need him. You got Castle, you got Fox. What are you getting Harper for? It's too many guards. Y'all about to be the Kings 2.0, having all these point guards. What y'all doing, bro? So y'all don't need that guy. Y'all might as well just get Ace Bailey and have us get Dylan Harper. Now, look, if Harper isn't available, because it could very well be another team that trades up and gives more of a package to acquire that 2nd overall pick, which we cannot sneeze at. We cannot just gloss over that. That is a very, very viable, option that could be having in this upcoming draft. But let's talk about this Ace Bailey news. So it was reported that initially Ace Bailey wasn't trying to work out with the Sixers. I've been cool off because I'm surprised that there's still Sixers fans after hearing this report. And yes, Ace Bailey is going to begrudgingly work out with the Sixers, but there's still Sixers fans saying, I want Ace. You want somebody that doesn't want you. That doesn't, Like you know that guy at the bar, like your friend that keep trying to come at a girl that has rejected him, bro. She don't want you, bro. Move on, bro. Move on, bro. Why do you keep texting her and saying good morning, love, every night, bro? Every night, every morning, bro. She don't want you, cuz. She don't. Ace don't want us. And so if the Sixers have a history of not really developing their talent, Ben Simmons, Marco Fultz, Nerlens Noah, Jahlil Okafor, Zaire Smith. If they have a history of not getting the most potential out of their talent, why would I take a swing on a guy with the biggest bust and superstar potential? I want a guy that I know he's going to have a high floor. VJ Edgecombe is going to have a high floor. Y'all laugh at me, but I'm dead ass, bro. If he, at 17 years old, is already better than DeAndre Ayton and Buddy Hield and was the leader of his nation, I want that guy on my squad. I want that guy to revive a poverty organization. That's the perfect guy because he's a freaking dog. And if he gets himself a shot, oh my gosh, if BJ Edgecombe gets himself a shot, do you know he will be Anthony Edwards? Like, do you know that? Like, right now, coming into the NBA as a rookie, he's a top 3 most athletic dude in the game. Top 5 at worst. He's up there with Ja and Ant. He's a freak athlete that can be a hellacious defender. He was in college, and that translates to the NBA. And if he gets himself a shot, and matter of fact, VJ Edgecombe doesn't necessarily need a shot because if the Sixers keep this team intact, there's shooters all around for him to operate. Maxey, McCain, Embiid, Paul George, Quinn Grimes. There's shooters everywhere. So we're not going to lack the shooting ability to shoot the lights out. We're not doing that. So I think he'll be a great guy. That's my second guy on my board. Number 3 is Derek Queen. Derek Queen. I don't know why the conversation about trading down, acquiring a first round pick, and getting Derek Queen isn't on the table. Look, if I can get Derek Queen, the same guy that for Maryland averaged 16-9 as a true freshman, that helped lead them to the tournament and had a buzzer beater to send them to the Sweet 16, yes, I would love to have that guy in Philly. I would love to have that guy in Philly. And not to mention that, again, if you trade down, get an extra first-round pick, you can use that first-round pick in a trade package to make your team better right now. Because with Jason Tatum being injured and the Celtics having a down year next year, they will have it. I'm telling you, Celtics fans, you're having a down year. Jason Tatum off an Achilles coming in March or February or April is not about to be the same player he was before his injury. You got to, that takes like at least a year and a half, 2 years. Like, come on, bro. Not entertaining that BS. What the Sixers could do is use that first round pick and bring Drew Holiday back. I would love that. If you have an offseason where you acquire Drew Holiday from the Celtics and then you get Derek Queen, what are we talking about? You got a true point guard to pair up with Tyrese Maxey. You have a guy in Derek Queen who can play alongside Joel Embiid. You have size. You have a guy that can rebound. You have a guy with a very, very elite skill set at the offensive level. Derek Queen is the truth. He is. He is. So that's what I'm saying, bro. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. It is Real Talk with MJ, where I know I always keep it real. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Got some big stuff coming. And it's the 5-year. 5 years coming up, man. It's coming up. And started Real Talk in July of 2025. So we're going to do something cool for that. And I appreciate all of y'all. Here for the ride. See y'all. Peace.